Yeah, welcome. A new video, 15-minute game. Playing against Judge Meek from, this is Sweden, right? Sweden. Yeah, so it's very nice here. Those flags, you learn them all after a while. I still have my issues with some of those Scandinavian flags though. Alright, so we got a Sicilian. I'm going to play the Khan variation with a6. I recently had a brief look at this line. Okay, he's going knight c3. The main move is bishop to d3 here. And after this, I looked at some interesting line. Knight c3 is, of course, a fine move, but that's not the one I looked at. So how to continue? Yeah, black can play this kind of flexible queen c7, knight f6 setup and decide later how to place the pieces. There's also b5 as a good alternative. Yeah, here black can play various moves. You can go also, I think, b5 or knight c6, also d6, transposing into some kind of Siclian setup, but the bishop is on d3. That's an important difference to other lines in the Sicilian arising from the Siclian or the Najdorf. There, bishop d3 is very rarely possible. So very often the bishop on d3 is slight improvement for white compared to those lines. But there are also downsides, like this here with bishop c5. I'm attacking the knight and yeah, provoking this retreat. So I go back, of course, to e7. Cannot allow him to take the bishop. So you might ask, okay, what is the point of this maneuver? Black plays two moves to get the bishop to e7, and in the meantime white has moved the knight. Yeah, the knight on b3 is simply worse compared to d4. Very often it is a typical maneuver in the Sicilian to attack the knight on d4 with the bishop, or very often with the queen from b6. Then the knight retreats to b3, and then the queen drops back to c7, or the bishop drops back. And all in all, this is considered to be a good trade-off for black. Okay, I think the normal way to play this here is the so-called third rank setup, like f4, queen to f3, and bishop to e3. So all pieces here on the third rank. This is a normal way to play this, and black will set up the typical Siclian or hedgehog type of setup, probably more like a hedgehog than a Siclian, with knight to d7 and b6, this kind of setup. An important point of the knight going to b3 is that if I play e5 at some moment with the knight on d4, very often knight f5 is a good answer. And now the knight is on b3, away from all this, so I have the chance to play e6, e5 at some moment where this knight doesn't harass me. Yeah, a5. The question is a5 a positional threat here? I'm not sure. a4, a5 is very often an issue. The question is, what can I do? I could play b6. b6. The only issue with a move like b6 is the reply e5, the very direct e5. But I'm not sure that I really want to allow him to play a5. Sometimes it's possible and not such a big deal, but I'd like to prevent that really. I hope that on e5 exactly I can play knight to d7. If I take knight d7, he's got queen f3, and this is very embarrassing. So probably I need to go here and hope there's nothing particularly wrong with this. It looks a bit shaky. Yeah, he's gaining quite some time here. Yeah, I cannot really allow him to take. Besides, if I castle, for example, he takes on d6 and takes on h7, and I'm just material down. So I probably need to move the bishop again, and after bishop e7, for instance, he might play f5. Yeah, this looks very dangerous. My lack in development really is quite yeah. It doesn't inspire much confidence. But the thing is, if he doesn't have some direct knockout, then I'm perfectly alright. I just need 1 or 2 moves to complete my setup, and then it's questionable if those f4 moves are good and if his king is really good. Very often these f pawn moves mean that white's king is only sheltered by h2 and g2, and in the long run often black's king with a complete pawn shield on the king side is the more secure one. So he really needs to get going now quickly, otherwise I think I'm pretty okay. At least it shouldn't be terrible. It seems dangerous though, I admit it. Yeah, so yeah, f5. f5 was one of those very direct tries. How to continue here? Yeah, the simplest would be just to take it, but I'm not sure that. Yeah, rook takes f5. But what is the exact threat? Yeah, maybe bishop f4. Or if I take, he might play bishop f4 anyway. Maybe. Okay, I don't want to spend ages here. The alternatives didn't look so great anyway. Knight c3. Okay, I didn't consider this at all. I hope this doesn't mean I overlooked something important here. Okay, knight d5. I understand, but is it such a big issue? I go bishop b7. Okay, let's cover d5. I mean, knight d5 is a threat. Cannot allow him to go there. If he plays bishop takes f5 now, I think I can maybe just play knight f6 back, controlling e4 and d5, and then maybe just castle. Yeah, the thing is, if this position is not bishop f4. Let's think let's think for a moment here. If I'm not worse immediately, then this is really a good position. What I need to do, I need to preserve this b7 bishop, of course. It's a very strong piece. And I'd like to play bishop d6, attacking his h2 pawn. But I cannot do that at the moment. Bishop d6 looks rather problematic. I'd like to play knight f6, but then he's got bishop f4. And this is really a very annoying move to face. I can play queen c6, but I'm not sure that I want that. It's probably not terrible, but it's not the setup I intended to play. Yeah, maybe I need to do that. Bishop d6. Bishop d6 is maybe an option, but after queen check on e2, I need to move the king. It's also not exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, let's play this move. I could have played this much quicker, of course. Yeah, now probably bishop f4. And then my intention was queen c6. There's not much else. Yeah, bishop f4 is the very obvious choice now. I doubt that there should be something substantially better. Bishop f4, I must play queen c6. I mean, cannot play anywhere else. I need this mate threat to gain a move. Bishop f4, queen c6, maybe queen e2, and then yeah, maybe short castle. He cannot take e7 because of mate on g2. Very shaky position. White can play knight d4, but then I've got bishop c5. Yeah. Aha, this way. Yeah, okay, maybe he intends to play knight d4 next move, but okay, I must get out of this here. No doubt. And this is also a potential pin, bishop c5. Yeah, unless there's some very direct drawback to this. I actually like my position, but it can be a problem all the time. Some concrete play is possible, as I'm not very well developed. If I've got like two moves, yeah, knight d7, knight c5, then black is instantly yeah, better even. Aha. Wow, there. What's the idea? I mean, it walks directly into knight d7, c5. This is why I'm wondering. Rook d8. I could also play rook d8. Maybe then queen to h3 or something. Nah, come on. I need to let's connect rooks and complete the development. Yes, but so there's some threat even. I mean, not at the moment, right? If I go knight c5, he will play knight to d4. Probably. Yeah, I don't have a good square for the queen, amazingly. This is very annoying. Knight d4. Maybe I must prepare all this. Like rook d8, yeah, rook d8, rook d8, and then knight c5. He cannot play knight d4. If he goes knight d4 now, I can play queen c4, attacking this knight and intending bishop c5. I don't really see a concrete threat. I mean, I can, of course, maybe overlook all of White's ideas, but it still seems quite okay to me. Yeah, what could White do? He can play try something like bishop g5, attacking, trying to get something on h7, but don't really see how this leads to something tangible. All right. Okay, let's get this knight into play. If he exchanges, bishop takes c5, then black should be really fine. He's got bishop e3 to break the pin, but rook e8 and takes, queen takes, and I just am controlling the center. And I'm not so sure what. This directly going for h7 now. Okay. This intense knight d4. This is a good move. And a move that I shouldn't have missed, really. Yeah, this is bad. He's got knight d4 now. Very, very problematic. Knight b3 takes f6. Very, very, very awful. So g6. Wow. g6 looks like a complete disaster. This was bad. Bishop e5, a really good move, probably. So h6, yeah, h6, knight d4. Yeah, I don't even have a move after knight d4. Where do I move the queen? Yeah. Yeah, maybe g6. I don't see a move. If he plays knight d4, I can take it and take f5, but this looks like a disaster. I didn't see some other move, to be honest. h6, knight d4. What can I do? I can sack the exchange, but this is clearly not sufficient. Yeah, I thought takes on d4, takes on f5. Maybe it is just maybe it's just not working, but didn't see anything else. Yeah, this pin here on the long diagonal is of course terrible. yeah, just rook takes, yeah. And this cannot be. This is probably not. Knight e4. Maybe I can play rook takes f5, knight to e4. Knight takes, and I've got queen g6 as a possible defense. Yeah, probably it has got some very simple drawback, but I don't see it at the moment. Maybe even this knight, the f knight, and queen to g6. He's got maybe rook f4. This knight doesn't threaten anything. Okay. So queen g4, I've got queen g6. Yeah, well, this cannot work. It would be really a miracle if this shouldn't be a forced checkmate or some other win. I mean, I don't see it at the moment. Yeah, this is probably enough. But wait, not so quick. It's probably winning, but yeah. Do I need to play bishop to d8? This would be really ugly. Bishop g5 he can just take because of knight e7 check. Yeah, whatever, it is lost anyway. Go to d8. I mean, I don't see the loss at the moment, but really can't believe it. It shouldn't be winning. Maybe b4 or something, just rook h5. Yeah, maybe queen g6 or rook f4 to g4. So very simple, but probably effective. Yeah, at least it seems that he hasn't found a complete kill as well. This really knight takes. Yes, at the end he takes on f6 with the rook here. This is the problem. Yeah, well, he threatens queen g4, yeah, anyway. But, oh, wait. Queen g4, I've got queen to g5. If I go queen d5, I mean queen d5, queen g4, queen g5. Yeah, okay. Rook g6 is not winning. Okay. Yeah, this is like walking on on some, how it is called, a tightrope.
Check.
Yeah, and now queen g5. Hoping that this somehow maybe you can just take b6, yeah. Maybe here I take d4. If he takes b7, I can take d4. At least I'm not mated. I was 100% sure I get checkmated, and the game is still running at least. Okay, I must move the bishop somewhere. Bishop e4, he's got h4, so somewhere else. Yeah, and how to get counterplay. The only chance is to use knights and bishop against the king. This is the only way to go about that. He's got so many pawns, no other chance. Okay, so attacking f7. Trying to get the bishop to g6 and to or maybe knight f5. Yeah, could also be an option. Knight to f5. Yeah, at least these pieces look active. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're a little bit menacing. Maybe I can get in rook d8. It takes. Yeah, okay. I think he's lost the thread a bit here. My pieces look active now. I've got possible rook g6 coming. Rook g6, g3, and I can even sack. Yeah, can do that. But he can take on f5 and rook a8. This is a problem. Okay, let's just take it here and go here. How does he protect the g pawn now? This is unbelievable. I'm still in this game. Okay, rook to here.
Check. Time warning.
It's just checkmate in one move. With 20 seconds on the clock. After this defense, no. I forgot about the checkmate threat. And I will probably be very disappointed to see that that here I'm simply better, I believe. Oh, I'm not better. This is very surprising. Why am I not better here in this position? I mean, I see from a material point of view, but here rook a8 and rook e8. What? Okay. Okay, this is clear. This must be okay for black. I mean, no question. And this is a draw. Yeah. with rook c1 and rook c2. Yeah, okay, I didn't have time anymore to look at this. Yeah, this is better for white already. Yeah, I don't get a mate in. After this defense. He really let me into this game again. I mean, I had all pieces on the back rank, and now look at this, f5, e4. It's not so bad. And the computer evaluation is +2, but this is not really applicable to a game of humans. Yeah, I was absolutely sure to get something. Yeah, here the computer gives f5 with an advantage to black. Yeah, not sure how serious that is, but it's understandable. I mean, f5, I keep all those pieces and go rook c2 next move, and then defend your kingside, please. The bad thing was also, if you look at this here, I intended this move, yeah, but it doesn't work because of rook takes f5. It's very lucky for white. Otherwise, black would simply be better here. Cannot defend. If he goes g3, I could take. If it weren't for he can even capture. It's no mate. Okay, I see. Yeah, I've got some play, but it's not enough really. Yeah, well, probably I was mate at some point earlier. I mean, I was really surprised that I didn't get mated. Here the computer wants to play queen d7 and claims equality. Yeah, okay, this is the computer.
Check. Check.
Yeah, this bishop e5 move was very strong. Here the computer evaluation is about equal, but bishop e5 I didn't really appreciate. Of course, I knew that g6 looks very shaky, but I didn't see something else. Yeah, here computer just wants to go queen e8, but with a bad position. Yeah, okay, this was my intention, obviously. And it's clear that this is very, very dangerous. And it's lost, yeah, it's lost. Yeah, of course, I had lost lots of time here in the opening. Queen d3, h3 was weird, but yeah, here I thought about this is maybe stronger. Yeah, the computer also gives that, but I didn't want to move all those pieces again. Rook d8, yeah, this I can. Yeah, I actually saw that, but as mentioned, I didn't want to move all pieces again. Here, queen to h3 is the idea, the obvious idea, and then bishop c8. I saw that this is pretty decent defense against this h7 pressure, but I didn't want to undevelop. I mean, this bishop is not bad on b7. Yeah, bishop e3, maybe something like that. I don't know. I can then next move take, and I think I'm pretty solid. It's not so much. Computer is on 0.3, so just a minimal advantage for white. Yeah, a very interesting game. I think would have been nice to somehow save it at the end, but I failed to this mate at the end. Very complicated game and very well played by my opponent. Yeah, thanks for watching.